Schooling bass. How can we increase our catch when we have schooling bass? When we're fishing in a lake, usually late summer, early fall, lots of bass school. What are a couple things we can do to improve that catch? Well, I'm going to tell you right after today's catch of the day. July 26, we're looking at Romans 8:35. 8:35. Can anything separate us from the love that Christ has for us? Can anything separate us from the love Christ has for us? Here's what I wrote about that. Bass usually school in most lakes late summer, early fall. That's right, late summer, early fall, from right now about on. Fast-paced fishing, really fantastic fast-paced fishing. Get a good lure in the school, and it's a fish almost every single cast. Sometimes two at once. You catch two at once if you had two hooks on there. If you had three hooks on a bait, you might catch three at once. The problem is that they don't stay up schooling on top of the water. When we talk about bass schooling, we're talking about them breaking up on top of the water. When they go down, it's a waiting game until they come up again, until they surface again. You just have to watch and look and be ready to move to another spot. But here's something you can always count on. This is one of the real pro secrets on schooling bass. You can always count on a few bass in that school getting separated every single time they come up. Now, I'll call those a straggler. I usually slow roll a spinnerbait or change to a deep diving crankbait to pick up a few of these stragglers who've been left behind. These are fish that have got out of the school, separated from the school, they're left behind. They're left behind. So the school has moved on, the school is chasing shad or whatever, it's moved on, but the stragglers is what you're looking for. And sometimes it's some really big ones. So you keep throwing, take a deep diving crankbait, you throw in there, you can slow roll the spinnerbait, something that's going to get down. And with our good forward facing low cutters, we can see those fish a lot of times, and we can get our bait down to whatever depth they are and fish right over the top of them and catch them. It works really, 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 really good. The other thing to remember on schooling fish is that they're not going to stay up very long, so you want to have 2 or 3 schooling fish rods ready to go in your boat at all times. So when a school comes up, you can throw over there, catch one. As soon as you get him in, throw your rod down, pick up another school rod that's got another school fish bait. Don't throw over there real quick. Don't take the time to unhook them and do all that kind of stuff. Now, if you're in a tournament, let's say you got your 5 fish limit and you catch one, you could not throw that rod down and throw back in there again. You've got to unhook that fish. Cull. We call it cull. You put the larger fish in, throw your smallest fish back. But if you're just out there fishing for fun, you might have 4 or 5 fish flopping around the bottom of the boat. I've done that many, many times. Many, many, many times. We catch these stragglers that's left behind. Can I tell you? We can never be left behind from the love of Jesus. We can never become a straggler, never be left behind. When Jesus stretched out his arms on that cross, when Jesus stretched out his arms on that cross, he embraced you and I with a love that can't be shaken. You and me, he embraced us, put his big arms around us with love that can't be shaken. Nothing. Can I tell you nothing? Not Satan, not his legion of demons, fallen angels, demons, legions of them. Nothing they can do or lead us into can dampen Christ's love for us. When we're at our worst, he still loves us. When we're committing sins, he still loves us. When we turn our back on him, he still loves us. It doesn't matter. We simply trust Jesus, and he will prove true to us every single day. Every single day. Here's our tip for this week. Avoid the heavy summertime traffic by fishing at night. That's right, fish at night. If you haven't fished at night, you need to try it. I grew up fishing at night on Lake Ten Killer. I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. By the way, you can catch a lot of crappie and white bass at night too. Under lanterns, fish under lanterns with minnows. Oh, it's dynamite. It's dynamite. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. Fish lucky. And remember, I sure do love you.